Hello viewers, good to have you join us on NSTV News. I am Pamela Duma. First, the headlines. Christian Association of Nigeria can donate food items to the flood victims in Mokwa. Niger State House of Assembly adopt the findings and recommendation of the Joint Committee on Education. Niger State House of Assembly holds a public hearing on the bill for a law to provide for the retirement age of academic staff of tertiary institutions. Now in the news info. The Christian Association of Nigeria (CAN) has donated food items to the flood victims in Mokwa. The CAN president, His Eminence Archbishop Daniel Oko, made the presentation of the relief materials to the Deputy Governor in his office when they paid a condolence visit to Niger State government. The reports.
Person concerned over the level of the destruction the flood disaster has caused, the current president, represented by the Vice President Reverend Dr. Stephen Babapanya, said they are in the state to condole with the state government and the people of the state, especially the Mokwa community, over the tragic events. He notes that the entire Christendom share in the pain the disaster has inflicted on the affected communities, hence the donation of 45 bags of assorted grains comprising of maize, guinea corn and beans to cushion the effects of the flood on the affected victims. He, however, commended the state government for its efforts and called on corporate organizations as well as well-meaning Nigerians to assist the affected families.
The devastating flood that has resulted in loss of lives, destruction of homes, and displacement of so many families, especially and in particular in the Mokwa region. We are very deeply saddened by the magnitude of the destruction and, of course, the sorrow it has caused. It has brought upon the communities so much, and we are praying that God will comfort all the bereaved families and also the injured and those rendered homeless by this natural calamity. This tragic event reminds us of our collective responsibility to stand together in times of distress. And consequently, the Christian Association of Nigeria has brought a love-token support of food items, which, by the way, we have already handed over to the State Committee on Emergency Relief.
Receiving the food items on behalf of the Deputy Governor, Comrade Yakubu Garba, who is the Chairman Relief Committee, the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, Barrister Mero Mohammed Man, appreciated CAN for the gesture and assured that the relief items will be used judiciously. He disclosed that as part of the state government's efforts towards the recovery and rebuilding of the ancient town, the state government has begun the disbursement of 1 billion naira relief fund to the flood victims.
Christian Association of Nigeria, national, who have taken the pain to come, and not just to come and commensurate with us, but to come with a lot and a lot for victims and survivors of the recent Mokwa flood. So we are honored, we are happy, and we have...
Prayers were offered for the deceased, the state, and the country at large. From the Deputy Governor's office, Pamela Duma, reporting for NSTV News.
Niger State House of Assembly has adopted the findings and recommendation of the Joint Committee on Education, Security and Intelligence on the investigation into the security breaches and robbery attack at Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida University, Lapa. The reports.
The committee chairman, Honorable Muhammad Sani Hidrus, member representing Tafa State Constituency, while presenting the committee report at the plenary, expresses deep concern over the worsening security situation affecting students of Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida University, Lapai. Hidrus said the committee, recognizing the urgent need for collaborative intervention involving the legislature, executive, university management, security agencies, and the host community. The House, however, reaffirmed its unwavering commitment to promoting safe, affordable, and accessible learning environment for all students across the state.
The government side, most especially the university management side, where we ensure that the right things are done, more especially in the area of infrastructure. We have additional hostel accommodations, and then in the area of personnel, we are appealing, and then we are pushing the government also to ensure that more hands are brought in, more especially in the area of security on campus, and that we also cater for those students that are off campus. And aside that, also we are trying to do something that can bring a lasting solution to this. That's ensuring that we have a legal framework.
In another development, the House has called upon the executive arm of Niger State government to intervene in the dilapidated section of Zungeru Tegina Road. Honorable Zubairu Ismail Zenna, member representing Rafi constituency, sponsor a motion urging the executive to impress upon the contractor to fill up the bad section or provide an alternative solution before commuter became stranded. He however noted that Zungeru Tegina Road is a critical transportation route that links several states in the northwest region to Niger State. The dilapidated section of the road has become a major concern for commuters, and the House believes that urgent action is needed to prevent further deterioration. Similarly, the House has called on executive arm of Niger State government to provide remedial repair on the collapsed bridges and culverts along Luguma Baro Road. Honorable Isa Muhammad Etsugai, member representing Hagai constituency, brought a motion highlighting the urgent need for intervention to prevent mobility from being completely cut off for commuters plying the route. The House noted that the Lugma Baro Road is a vital transportation route that serves several communities in the state. The collapse of the bridges and culverts has caused significant destruction to commuters, and the House believes that urgent action is needed to restore mobility and prevent further hardship. The Deputy Speaker, Honorable Afinike Yunis Dauda, who presided over the plenary, directed the clerk of the House to transmit the resolution to the executive for further action. The Niger State House of Assembly remains committed to address the challenges facing the state and its citizens. Ahmed Yusuf reporting for NSTV News.
The Speaker, Niger State House of Assembly, Honorable Abdul Malik Mohammed Sarkin Daji, has expressed gratitude to stakeholders for attending the public hearing on the bill for a law to provide for the retirement age of academic staff of tertiary institutions and for connected purposes 2025. The public hearing took place at the new wing of the Assembly Complex, Mina. House of Assembly correspondent Ahmed Yusuf was there and now reports.
The public hearing provided a platform for stakeholders to share their view on the matter, which will directly impact the quality and stability of the education sector in Niger State. The Speaker of the House, who spoke through the member representing Agwara constituency, Honorable Muhammad Noura Garba, declared the public hearing open. The Speaker emphasized the importance of stakeholder engagement in ensuring that the bill meets the need of all parties involved. In his opening remarks, the chairman of the House Standing Committee on Education and member representing Tafa constituency, Honorable Muhammad Sani Idris, who welcomed the stakeholders to the public hearing, informed the stakeholders that the bill seeks to amend the existing 2020 retirement age law with a view to harmonizing the academic and non-academic staff of the state-owned tertiary institutions. He stated that the amendment is necessary to ensure that Niger State is not left behind. Noted that similar amendments have been made at the federal level in 2012. Honorable Idris further explained that the 10th Assembly desires to ensure that Niger states compete in all ramifications, especially with the present administration's efforts in the new Niger agenda. He emphasized the importance of inviting stakeholders to give their input and ensure that the law that will be enacted will stand a test of time. According to him, this will enable the state to have a robust education system that can compete with other states in the country. The chairman also highlighted the importance of establishing the new university in the state and the need for comprehensive law that will govern the retirement age of academic staff in these institutions. He noted that the bill is a timely initiative that will help to ensure that the education sector in Niger State is stable and competitive. Speaking earlier, the Commissioner of Tertiary Education, Honorable Abdullahi Adamu Mamagi, commended the Niger State House of Assembly for their proactive approach to expanding the scope of the bill. He noted that the House is trying to carve out the retirement age of those in the professional cadre to be distinct from other lecturers, stressing that this will enable the state to have a more effective and efficient education system.
Well, the House of Assembly, they are just trying to be proactive. The laws have been passed and applied in the federal institutions. It has been domesticated also in Niger State, but they are just trying to expand the scope so that nobody is left out. Yeah, I think that is all about what the law is trying to amend. They want to carve out the retirement for those on professorial cadre to be very distinct from those of other lecturers. That is as far as teaching staffs are concerned. And for non-teaching staff, there are some categories of staff that are not supposed to stay in service up to that 65 years. Those are the categories now that are being outsourced in other institutions. So I think we also apply that in Niger State.
The public hearing was attended by a wide range of stakeholders, including commissioners, vice chancellors, provosts, and representatives of academic unions. The attendance and participation of these stakeholders underscored the importance of the bill and the need for comprehensive and inclusive approach to its implementation. Ahmed Yusuf reporting for NSTV News.
To ensure efficiency, the Deputy Speaker of Niger State House of Assembly and the Chairman House Standing Committee on Women Affairs and Humanitarian Service, Honorable Afiniki Eunice Dauda, has paid an unscheduled visit to Marvelous Foundation, a Care for an Orphanage Foundation Center at Birji, opposite Talba Farm, Mina. House of Assembly correspondent again, Ahmed Yusuf, completes the reports.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
The Deputy Speaker, who led members of the Committee on the Orphanage Home, said the reason for the visit was to have a spot assessment of the standard of the orphanage and how the children are being taken care of. During the visit, the Deputy Speaker interacted with the children and staff of the orphanage, expressing her delight at the care and support provided to the children. Receiving the committee members, the founder and matron of Marvelous Foundation and Orphanage Home, Mrs. Mary Adams Datu, thanked the Deputy Speaker and members for their surprise visit and informed the committee that the orphanage home has been in existence for more than 14 years, providing shelter, care, and education to orphanage and vulnerable children in the community. She expressed her willingness to collaborate with the government to improve the welfare of the children and enhance services provided by the orphan. Mrs. Dato used the medium to call on philanthropists, government, and individuals to support and collaborate with the foundation to enable it to achieve its set goals.
Even though it's a surprise visit, but sincerely I'm grateful. I'm grateful to God because this has happened. I've been expecting something like this, but I'm grateful that today it has come to stay. I will appreciate if the government will take this place up, will collaborate with me, and since I am the visionary, to collaborate and give us the needed support. And let me tell you, we'll be the best in Niger State.
Ahmed Yusuf reporting for NSTV News.
As the Presidential Enabling Business Environment Council nationwide tours across the state, the delegation team has held its technical session as well as statewide town hall meeting on state action, business enabling reform in Minna, the Niger State capital. The town hall meeting, which is aimed at improving the ease of doing business across the country, took place at Kudel Hotel, Minna. The reports.
Contained in a goodwill message of Director General of PEBEC Prefect Zara Mustafa Audu, said the TOA it is an important milestone in their ongoing commitment to improving Nigeria's business environment across all the 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory. She said the TOA reflected the PEBEC's enduring belief that the reform is not a federal effort alone, stressing that the states are the engine of local economic development and their policies, infrastructure, and service delivery directly impact the ease of doing business in every community. In his opening address, the Commissioner, Niger State Ministry of Industry, Trade, Investment, and Private Sector Development, Aminu Suleiman Takuma, who appreciated the federal government for the initiative, saying that the state will not leave any stone unturned and continue to provide the enabling environment for business to succeed.
Well, the idea is to come and access the level of ease of doing business in Niger State, and also to work with us to improve, the climate environment that we have. So that is the general motive why they are here, to meet with us. So town hall meetings like this, for me, is an eye-opener because so we came with the idea, like I said, of policy review. But then when we started talking to the practitioners, they started bringing out what their challenges are. So it became a twofold issue. And for me, it's an eye-opener because it will help us to begin to look on how to address all the pending issues.
Speaking to journalists shortly after her presentation, the team leader of PEBEC, Dr. Hamina Shetim Makaiva, disclosed that there are Presidential Enabling Business Environment Council representatives, while Niger State is the fourth state in North Central they've visited in their ongoing statewide tour. She therefore urged the participants to take the advantage of the initiative brought by the federal government.
SABER is a performance-based initiative co-designed by the World Bank to give states loans in order for them to improve the economy of their states. This is part of the Presidential Enabling Business Environment Council's nationwide tour. The nationwide tour is important because it is part of PEBEC's ongoing commitment in improving the business environment of Nigeria. States are the front line of service delivery in the country. Therefore, we are here so that the states can hear from us so that we can implement state-level reforms that will make business easy for everybody.
During the technical section and statewide town hall meeting, representatives of different government agencies, ministries, as well as private sector were fully represented.
Government officials, thank you very much for being here. I hope we'll be able to address most of the concerns, address most of the issues, and I look forward for a very quick report. I might be stepping my boundaries, but then thank you guys for being here and for your patience and time. Thank you.
The meeting also featured panels of stakeholders and questions from participants, as well as brainstorm on how to improve on their businesses at various levels. Ahmed Yusuf reporting for NSTV News.
And that report brings us to the end of the bulletin. But before I end the news, here are the recap of the major stories. Christian Association of Nigeria donates food items to flood victims in Mokwa. Niger State House of Assembly has adopted the findings and recommendation of the Joint Committee on Education. Niger State House of Assembly has held a public hearing on the bill for a law to provide for the retirement age of academic staff of tertiary institutions. That has been the size of our bulletin. Stay tuned and enjoy the rest of our programs. I am Pamela Juma.